Hey guys, I was about to say happy Monday because it feels like how long has it been since I've like consistently vlogged, and I haven't even changed my clocks back. I don't even know what time it is. Later than I expected. Hold on. Anyway, textaholism going on. Mr. Flo, there you go. I am back in Chicago, finally, in my house. It is so good to be home, and I'm sure I still sound like a man, and I've got dirty workout hair going on, sorry. Which is why you're checking out my new hat. Isn't it awesome? I got it down in Austin, which is like one of the most awesome places ever. If you have not been to Austin, everything you've heard and read about it, or haven't heard and read about it, what a cool town. I mean, I would seriously think about living there. Not quite sure what's going on with my nose there. It looks like I've scratched myself, or maybe somebody punched me and I don't know it. Anyway, Austin is a great town. I've only got 10 minutes, so, and I'm really like in a weird place. I haven't gotten my new tripod yet. I'm gonna get it tomorrow. But you know what I'm using right now? I'm using like a candle stand. I took my candle off, and that's what I'm using. So there's that. But anyway, I will try not to talk about like too much stuff that's all over the place, even though you guys are used to that, aren't you? I had a killer workout this morning. I did Insanity, 500 calorie burn. I'm gonna put a link up because sometimes I feel like I'm being repetitive. I always try to take a picture of some representation of my workouts and, you know, what I've eaten or something like that, and I put it up on my Posterous, which shoots it out to like Facebook and Twitter and Flickr and all that stuff. So sometimes if you're wondering like what my workout is and I haven't vlogged or shot or whatever, check it out there. I try to provide myriad ways for you to stalk me online. I really shouldn't say that because there are freaky, I'm not even going to get into it. But anyway, so it is so good to be home. I'm so exhausted. I'm so behind on everything. I mean, I had to like take all my clothes to the dry cleaners because I've got stuff going on early next week. Next week, I'm going to Omaha. Week after that, St. Louis, I think. So there's like crazy stuff going on. Business-wise, this festival was unbelievable. It was like so awesome. I don't like this view. Like I'm not used to wearing my tripod. I'm so pissed off about that. Like it was just the perfect angle, and here I feel like I'm kind of like, can you even see me? Do I even look like a person? Ooh, looking good. But I have a lot of work to do. So anyway, business-wise, this trip was freaking awesome. I mean, South by Southwest is this huge interactive film. Like, so there's an interactive portion, there's a film portion, and then there's a music portion. So obviously I was down there for the interactive portion. Like, unbelievable. You just realize when you're down there with like key top people, either decision makers at companies and large organizations, people that are there to learn and connect with, you know, people that know what they're doing in the social space. And then there's also just, you know, like new and forthcoming, really great applications and businesses like Foursquare and Koala, Whirl. There's developers. I mean, I ran into like Kevin Rose from Dig, going down the escalator. You know, I'm not one of those people that's like, oh my God, Kevin Rose. I just, you know, it's kind of funny to see people like that. And you're just walking around, which, by the way, we went to his party, which was outrageous one night. I don't remember. I think that was the night I had the cheeseburger late at night. So Kevin Rose, I blame you. Just kidding, but I do. So it was crazy. The thing about this conference is it is so jam-packed at the convention center with stuff in the hallways. There's like blogger lounges, Pepsi lounges, product lounges. There's people that are like milling around outside. And when I say people, I mean hundreds of people at any given time in the hallways. And then you go into the sessions. The sessions are awesome. But then there's also a lot of sessions going on simultaneously, so you have to choose which sessions you're going to. So you basically get up every day, get dressed in your clothes. Some people wear, you know, they're really casual clothes. I was down there in business attire. That's just the way I am. So I'm like hauling my butt over to the convention center. I wasn't staying at the hotel right across the street, which kind of sucked. But not that big of a deal because I got extra walking in every day, right? In heels, mind you. So then you go over there, you go to all of these, you know, sessions. Then you're, you know, half the time trying to grab lunch with somebody, or you're walking down the hallway grabbing lunch, eating it on the way in. And then you leave, and it's not like you can go back to your room and chill out and have a nice dinner. It's like go back to your room, you got 45 minutes, you've got to get freshened up because there's a party at 5, there's a party at 7, there's a party at 10, there's a party at 12. I'm not joking, guys. There's that many parties. And then there's scheduled parties, and then there's like secret parties that you find out about. So people will email you, and then you feel bad because everybody wants you at their party. And you feel like you want to say yes, but then half the times you say yes, and you'll end up at this party, and then they'll take you somewhere else. So it's just non-stop. And like I told you guys, these parties, everywhere you go, it's free alcohol. So it's free alcohol, usually hors d'oeuvres, great food, and you know that's not fitness food. So it's hard because you're there for business, you're there to meet people, and it's difficult. I mean, you don't want to be the only person drinking water, and it's not like a peer pressure thing, it's just more like a being social thing. So I told myself I was only going to drink one night, right, which was Friday, but I ended up drinking Friday night, Saturday, maybe on Sunday. I think I drank 2 or 3 nights, and then the rest of the nights I took it easy. But all that to say, it's just nonstop. That's why my throat is so raw, because you're out at these venues and it's really loud, so you're screaming when you're talking to people. Very limited sleep. I'm freaking exhausted. I mean, I've been there from Thursday to Wednesday of this week. And that's right following up after working all last weekend, the weekend before that at the Arnold. So I'm exhausted. I had to like run out today, take my stuff to the dry cleaners, run and get tanning. I have priorities, okay? And come home. I've got a ton of follow-up, ton of appointments that I have to schedule. Just stuff that I'm already working on with my business. 3 or 4 conference calls later on this afternoon. It's just crazy, but I just could not wait to get back after I unpacked last night and do my workout. You know, here with all of my stuff. While I was gone 6 days, and I think I worked out 3. So I'm really disappointed in myself on one hand. On the other hand, you guys, I do have to look at these 2 conventions as really exceptions to the rule, because usually when I travel, you know, I'm going to meet with people. I'm not attending something that has, it really is what it is. When I go to these events and you have all of these parties and stuff, you've got to go. I mean, I have to go, and there's going to be late nights and early mornings, and sometimes it's next to impossible to get a workout in. Now one day, and you know I did that sweaty vlog, I must have scratched myself. I came back and I had an hour, you know, and my stomach was empty enough, and I did an insanity workout. That was awesome. So I think there's a certain degree of planning. I know there's a certain degree of planning that can be helpful. Sometimes you just have to go with it and do the best you can, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to get down on myself, but I will say I am planning that next year when I go to South by Southwest, I'm wearing my damn jeans, and I'm going to be looking F-I-N-E fine in them. So I'm very excited to be back. Kind of being away and feeling good, like I was feeling good about myself, and I got some compliments, and I think I even lost weight while I was there, because I was really kind of the last 3 days making sure I was starting to make up for what I'd eaten before at some of these dinners. But I'm so glad to be back. I think now some of my trips coming up are going to be a little bit more normal. I'm able to just get back into my regular groove and eating. So things are going well. I'm looking forward to it. And frankly, you know, sometimes when you go on a trip like this and things don't go as well as you planned, it makes you work harder the next week and harder and harder. So I'm on a roll. I'm ready to keep going. I feel great. And met a ton of amazing people, and that's it. I'm ready to have killer workouts all weekend. My birthday's coming up in 2 weeks. I love this song. And speaking of songs, you guys, I need some new stuff for my iPod. So I want you to tell me some good stuff. Good workout stuff that's awesome to go for a walk on and stuff like that. So I know I'm rambling. I've said a lot of stuff today. I freaking hate this. I will tell you guys about one company that I found that I like. I think it's called like Unbelievable Bra. It's featured on Oprah. But you know how we all hate those lines when you're wearing like a really fitted shirt and we don't like the bra lines? They have these bras that are almost like a teddy. Not a teddy, I don't think that's the word I'm looking for. But you know when you're wearing like a, Victoria's Secret has them where it's like a tank top with a bra built in, but these are actual like bras and they're made out of Lycra. But in the back they don't have the lines. Freaking awesome. I bought one of them, and you can wear them with really tight tops and you don't have any lines in the back. I love it. Till I can actually get rid of any of the things that cause lines, which is fat. So we're working on that. I burned 500 calories. I'm going to do it more later. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a kick butt day. And I'm so glad to be back.